Hello, today we will have the last lecture in this course. It's about the onboarding process of people managers in medical affairs. And as people management in medical affairs is different than people management in other areas, also the onboarding process of people managers in medical affairs should be different. So let's start by addressing the importance of this onboarding process and the unmet need so we can get familiar with the gap that we want to bridge. Look at this picture. A senior medical leader, she's very happy saying that finally I hired the right candidate. And her colleague is saying your job has just started. Of course, selecting the right candidate for a role within medical affairs is a significant achievement. But it is not the end of the senior medical leader bulk of responsibility. In reality, the journey has only just begun because the true challenge lies in effectively integrating the new talent into the organization, ensuring that they are aligned with the values, objectives, and culture of this organization. The onboarding process, coaching, mentorship, continuous training, and fostering a supportive environment are all crucial components that follow the hiring decision. It's essential to understand that the success of any new hire is not solely based on their individual capabilities, but also on the guidance and resources they receive once they join. For you, as leaders in the industry, your role is not just to select, but to continuously support, guide, and invest in the development of the new people managers in medical affairs to ensure long term success and growth for both the individual and the organization. Now let's count hats. No, let's remind ourselves with the importance and diversity of this role, the role of medical managers with people management responsibilities. Medical managers in medical affairs are not just managers, they wear multiple hats and have a lot of responsibilities. Let's have a snapshot of this diverse role. First, this is a multitasking managerial job. It has managerial responsibilities, strategic responsibilities, and also administrative work. Medical managers are often the leaders of various projects, ensuring that tasks progress as planned, while aligning with the broader strategic vision of the organization, which involves a lot of alignment with cross functional teams. Their role is not limited to management. They are expected to be subject matter experts according to the therapeutic area they are responsible for, and they need to stay connected and updated with the latest scientific advancements and ensuring that this knowledge allows them to navigate easily with their teams and with different strategies in each therapeutic area. Their calendars are often packed with back to back meetings ranging from the internal team discussions to the external stakeholder engagements. A significant portion of their time goes into reviewing materials, documents, and plans, ensuring that they align with compliance and with both scientific, rigorous data and business objectives. With all this, and given these hectic schedules, finding dedicated time for one-to-one coaching with those type of employees or colleagues is very challenging. This makes the onboarding process even more crucial and more needed as it sets the foundation for future interactions and success. So I think now we have an idea which gap we need to bridge. And let's face the reality. In many pharmaceutical organizations, the onboarding process for medical managers is either too generic or too rushed. And so the new hires are often bombarded with information without any context, leading to information overload, lack of clarity about their specific roles and responsibilities. Let's see, as senior medical leaders, how can we address this unmet need in the onboarding process? While I know that senior medical leaders do not usually conduct the onboarding trainings themselves, their role is pivotal to guide and supervise the process. And that's what we need to understand as a very important component in our role after hiring the right candidate. To address the unmet need in the onboarding process, there are four important strategies that we need to consider. One, to personalize the onboarding process. That means to recognize that medical managers have unique training needs. Tailor the onboarding process to address these needs, ensuring that they understand both the scientific and business aspects of their role. The onboarding process should not only include policies and procedures, but I strongly recommend that culture and values orientation to be an integral part of any onboarding process. And also, you remember the skill set that we identified based on the different strategies when we were approaching the hiring process. I think this skill set can be communicated to the trainers or the onboarding colleagues who are conducting the onboarding process, and with some follow up and some check ins from the senior medical leader, you will ensure that even if the new hire has the baseline to start from, he will get enough support and guidance when it comes to the skill set needed during playing this role. The second strategy is extending the onboarding duration. Instead of a week long orientation, for example, consider phased approach that spans several months, allowing the new hires to gradually assimilate the information and accumulate the shape of the company culture. While most of the references set the duration of the onboarding process to any new hire between 3 to 6 months, I strongly recommend that the onboarding for people managers who have managerial responsibilities to be for 1 year, with regular follow up and check ins from the senior management or the senior medical leader in this case. The third is to consider engaging the new hire into a mentorship or coaching program with one of the experienced medical leads or medical managers in the same organization, and this will help guiding the new hire and ensure success for the individual and for the organization. Also, you need to establish feedback loops as the fourth strategy to ensure that we close the gap or any unmet need when it comes to our onboarding process. These feedback loops and regular check-ins during the initial month of the hiring can provide new hires with a lot of information, a platform to voice concerns, ask questions, seek additional training if needed, and so on. So this is important to recall later. Four important strategies to close the gaps in any onboarding process for people managers in medical affairs. One, personalize the onboarding plan. Don't give a general one. Include culture, values, and skill set that you identified before. Two, extend the duration of the onboarding. Instead of 3 or more months, make it 1 year. Engage the candidate in mentorship or coaching program. And finally, always follow up and do regular check-ins with the candidate or with the new hire and also with different cross-functional teams. Now let's remind ourselves with the differences between coaching and mentorship, because based on what you need, you will select to engage the candidate in a mentorship or coaching program accordingly. The objective of a coaching session or coaching program is to develop skills and enhance the performance, while the objective of the mentorship is based around personal and professional growth and guidance. The focus of the mentorship is holistic, but the coaching is task specific. So we coach some colleagues on specific tasks, and usually the coaching has short term goals like 6 months or 1 year. On the other hand, the mentorship, as I said, holistic development, long term goals. The relationship in coaching relationship will be professional and often paid. So some coaching programs are paid, or you pay the coach if this is an external coach, for example. On the other hand, the mentorship relationship is informal and possibly voluntarily relationship. What else? In the coaching program, the coach will provide expertise in a specific area. On the other hand, in the mentorship, the mentor shares a broader life career experience. Structure: the coaching program has a formal structure with set sessions, but the mentorship can have more flexibility and informal interactions. The goal setting process in the coaching program is clear, specific goals, and specific objectives. In the mentorship area, general guidance, advice, and direction. The feedback process in the coaching program is immediate, constructive feedback, because you are coaching the colleague on a specific task and you are time limited. But on the mentorship, you give the feedback as an ongoing process and regular guidance. Accountability in the coaching program is on the coachee accountability. He needs to get the advice how to do things, how to execute a specific tasks, and then he's accountable. But there is less emphasis on strict accountability when it comes to mentorship. The role of the individual in the coaching: the coachee takes more responsibility of the outcomes or for the outcomes, while in the mentorship, the mentee actively seeks advice and guidance. Regarding the duration of each program, the duration of the coaching usually is a short term, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, focused on specific goals. But the mentorship can be longer or based on longer terms and evolving with time. The scope of the coaching is narrow relatively and based on specific skills, while the scope of the mentorship is wider, broader, focused on personal and professional aspects. As we mentioned, the coaching is more formal and structured process compared to the mentorship, which is less formal and built on trust and good relationship. Frequency of the coaching sessions should be regular and oftenly scheduled previously, but in the mentorship, it can be, as we mentioned, less formal and the frequency can vary. The context of the coaching is to be used in professional or organizational context, while mentorship can be used in various life and career stages in general. Here is a good summary to collect all the points that you can print out and refer to whenever you need. So at this point, I think we are done for the last lecture of this course. I think you still have some assignments, some exams to go through, so best of luck. Thank you very much, and I hope the insights that we shared in the 4 lectures will help you revise your approach when it comes to hiring people managers in medical affairs, specifically those with managerial responsibilities, and that at the end of the course, you will be able to add more benefit and value to your day-to-day practice. Thank you for your time and your attention, and best of luck.